NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell just said, quote, "We were wrong for not listening to NFL players earlier and encourage all to speak out and peacefully protest." Now, remember, Colin Kaepernick was the NFL player who literally lost his professional career because he peacefully would kneel during the national anthem to raise awareness about what was happening to Black Americans at the hands of police officers. And it's interesting to hear this from Roger Goodell now, because Colin Kaepernick is still without an NFL job.
So I want to talk to you about how viciously racist the NFL owners have been throughout this entire process, because it's not, people will sometimes excuse it by saying, well, look, it's not the NFL owners, it's that the NFL fans are so racist. And so that's why the owners are just trying to make a buck. I'm not sure that makes it better, but that's not true. So are there some NFL fans who are racist? Of course. Are there plenty that object to Kaepernick? Yes. But there's millions upon millions who agree with Kaepernick. I don't know what the percentages are, but I'd be actually surprised if most didn't agree with Kaepernick. Now, if you're looking at it from a capitalist point of view and all you care about is making money, well, every person who follows sports knows this, and it's now a verifiable fact. When Nike did the ad campaign around Kaepernick, after all the protesting and the kneeling, et cetera, and him getting kicked out of the league, in effect, their stock market price first went down because all the elites thought, oh, no, we hate Kaepernick. We love when Black people are abused by the police. No, America's not going to like this. It turns out America loved what Nike did, and they bought lots and lots of sneakers. And then Nike's stock market cap, their value of the company, went up by $6 billion. I was talking to John Sally on our new Twitch show just yesterday, twitch.tv/TYT. Check that out. And John Sally knows a thing or two about sports, three-time or four-time NBA champion with 3 different teams. And he agreed. He's like, look, man, if anybody, we're talking about how the Raiders should sign him, but if any team signs Kaepernick, they're going to break every record there is on jersey sales. And anyone who knows sports knows that. Because even if the racists don't buy it, who cares? Everyone who supports Kaepernick, which is, as Nike found out, a gajillion people, they're all going to buy the jerseys. So the reason I tell you that is because the NFL owners are deep capitalists. They know that. But to them, their racism was more important than even money. Isn't that amazing? And so now Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, coming out and saying, in essence, we were wrong. You know what that means now? You won't hear this anywhere else. That means we are beginning to win the culture wars. The culture wars.
So I want to quickly go to his video because Brett grabbed it, and I want to hear, the entirety of his statement. So let's take a quick look.
It has been a difficult time for our country, in particular, Black people in our country. First, my condolences to the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and all the families who have endured police brutality. We, the National Football League, condemn racism and the systematic oppression of Black people. We, the National Football League, admit we were wrong for not listening to NFL players earlier and encourage all to speak out and peacefully protest. We, the National Football League, believe Black lives matter. I personally protest with you and want to be part of the much needed change in this country. Without Black players, there would be no National Football League. And the protests around the country are emblematic of the centuries of silence, inequality, and oppression of Black players, coaches, fans, and staff. We are listening. I am listening. And I will be reaching out to players who have raised their voices and others on how we can improve and go forward for a better and more united NFL family.
I got to be honest, I don't believe a word of what he just said, but I'm but I'm super happy about it. That's the same guy, because Roger Goodell is not a thing. Like, he doesn't get to make the decision. No, he has to go and talk to all the owners. He's their boy. And so the owners tell him what to do. And for however many years, they've been telling him, crush Kaepernick, We're all banding together to make sure that he's not in the league, even though he's clearly one of the top 96 quarterbacks in the country. That's absurd to think he's not. If you think he's not, you're not a football fan and you don't know a thing. And they all know it, of course. And by the way, now that it's broken, maybe there'll be a competition for Kaepernick. We'll see. Okay. But that's the same guy from just 2 weeks ago who would have said, no way, we're not, and in effect did say it. We're never going to have Kaepernick because he's protesting on behalf of black people. And we don't want that in the NFL. So now he turns around and says, oh, no, I didn't mean it because I didn't realize there were so many black players. I didn't know we had lost the country. And that's why it's so important. It's more important that he doesn't believe it and said it anyway, because that means we broke them. Guys, I'm telling you how important that is. That is a giant cultural shift. That is really, really greedy people, the greediest people in the country, saying, you know what? It turns out we're going to make more money because there's more of them than there is of racists. Oh my God, and to them, that's a big shock. They're used to appealing to racists who love to crush African Americans in this country. And they think that's the average football fan. Apparently, they just realized, no, the average football player and the average football fan does not want you to be terrible and abuse African Americans. So now they're turning around. That turnaround is a sea change. That's a giant win in the culture wars. And unlike other Democrats, progressives, whatever you want to label you want to give them, I'm super happy to participate in the culture wars. The right wing does the culture wars, and most of the time the left wing goes, oh, that's so bad, don't do that, and goes and crawls in a cave. Not me. Our culture is better than your culture. Your culture is one of protecting heritage no matter what, even if that heritage is hateful and racist, etc. My culture is one of change and progress and treating everyone equally. I am more American than you, and my culture is better than yours. And my culture just won. That is the NFL saying we were wrong. We shouldn't have done that to Kaepernick, and we shouldn't have disrespected all African Americans in this country. And I'm thrilled about that victory.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.